Spend money to build relationships, not build pipeline.
Hello, I've got John Bedwany with me again. Welcome back, John.
Hi, John.
Hey, John, we've now finished your 7 B2B sales challenges that CEOs and sales leaders, etc. face. And I want to move on to some of the issues you see in marketing. So let's deal with your challenge, number 1, in marketing in a B2B environment.
Yeah, it's really return on investment. How do marketers get measured?
It's all about measuring to me. I mean, so many dollars go into marketing,
Correct.
And we really don't understand whether we're getting a return on investment on that more often than not.
Correct. And when I look at all the clients that we work with, and we work with most of the IT global brands in the industry, this is how they all get measured. Hey, Jack, I got $50,000. I need some pipeline. Go. Jack takes the $50,000, or Jackie, depending on who the
Jack or Jackie, the marketer.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Takes the $50,000. They hit 1,000 people with any type of demand gen campaign. Doesn't matter. 50 are opportunities. Beautiful. I've now got 50 opportunities. 5%.
Throw them across to the sales guys.
Throw them across to the sales guys. They accept 50% of them. Now I'm down to 25 opportunities. Pipeline to revenue, 300%. I've closed 8 deals. Average deal size, $100K, $800,000 in revenue, spent $50,000, 15 times return on investment. Well done marketing, here's another $50,000. What's wrong with that model?
Based on what you've been telling me up to now, you've made this big investment, and I don't see that as a massive return on investment, but the real issue, you've done nothing to progress the relationship with all those other 950 people out there.
Exactly, John, and this is what we're asking the industry to start to think about. Spend money to build relationships, not build pipeline. The pipeline comes from relationships being built based on the education they get from your organisation.
Spend money building relationships, not pipeline.
Correct.
That's a bit controversial because we all measure based on pipeline, don't we?
Absolutely. And what you'll end up finding is that if you spend money on relationships, pipeline always comes out of that. But the pipeline that comes is pipeline with trusted relationships.
Let me throw something at you. We've used this word relationship a lot through all the discussions we've had.
Yes.
How do you define a relationship? And I ask the question advisedly because CEB talk about the fact that a relationship sales guy is a wrong sort of salesperson, and they have a certain definition of what relationship means. What do you mean by relationship?
So again, the relationship must be owned by the organisation, not by the person. Step 1. We have a 5-step process to build a relationship. It's the journey towards trust.
So you're talking about a trusted relationship that the customer has with you as an organisation.
Absolutely.
They believe that you bring something of value to the table and they can trust you.
How do you buy? You buy based on knowledge you gain and making a decision that piece of information you get is superior to the other piece of information you get at the right price, and therefore you make the decision.
But a lot of how you buy is emotion comes into it as well. So if they feel they trust you, feel you get value, the emotions take over, and then they look for the logic to support the decision.
John, let's bring friendship into the business world. Let's get over ourselves. If you have money, I'm your best friend in business. If you don't, I forget you. People buy from people they like. People buy from people they trust. So at the end of the day, I need to make sure that I'm giving you what you need when you need it, as often as you need it, until you're ready to buy. If you invest in relationships, trust comes out of that investment, and they will buy more from you at a less cost.
Okay, so take it back to the key message for this discussion, which is challenge number 1. For
measuring ROI.
Measuring ROI from a marketing point of view. You're now saying we really have to measure the value we get from building relationship, not how many we put in the pipeline.
Exactly. And then in one of the next conversations we'll have, I'll talk more about how do you strategically manage the market and measure that management.
I'm loving these discussions, John. Thank you very much. I look forward to the next one.
Thanks, John.